guys, welcome to another virtual day. Today we are on Module 2, Lesson 8. We're going to work on solving word problems that use grams and kilograms. Let's do a little warm-up. We're going to solve and read aloud the division sentence. 10 grams divided by 10. How many 10s are in 10? There is one 10 in 10. So 10 divided by 10 equals 1 gram. Let's solve and read the division sentence. 100 grams divided by 10. How many 10s are in 100? 100 grams divided by 10 equals 10 grams. Let's solve and read aloud the division sentence. 1,000 grams divided by 10. I could almost think 10 times a known equals 1,000. 1,000 grams divided by 10 equals 100 grams. Now I'm going to say an object. We're going to discuss if it should be measured in grams or in kilograms. An apple. An apple should be measured in grams. Grams are the smaller measurement. A pencil. Pencils should be measured in grams. Carrots. Carrots should be measured in grams. A paperclip. Paperclip should be measured in grams. A dog. A dog should be measured in kilograms. It's big enough for that. A chair. A chair should be measured in kilograms. Again, it's also big enough for that. Car tires. A car tire should be measured in kilograms. It's big enough for that. Grams are the smaller measurement, and so we should measure small things with grams, and we should measure big things with kilograms. Now, we're going to imagine the experiment. We are going to use a digital spring scales or pan balances to measure these bags of beans and popcorn kernels. Now, before we begin, which one do you think weighs more? The popcorn kernels or the beans? I wonder how much. Can you estimate how much you think each would weigh? Well, I'll do it for you. The beans weighed 28 grams and the kernels weighed 36 grams. Let's add them together to find the total weight of both. What equation would you write to solve the problem? We could think about the problem like this. 28 grams plus 36 grams. 28 is really close to its nearest 10. So if I took 2 from 36 and left 34, then I could make it into 30 plus 34. 10s are so much easier to add. I could then think 30 plus 30 plus 4. What would that be? 64. How might this strategy help us solve other similar problems using mental math? Let's try another math problem. Lindsey wants to ride the roller coaster. The minimum weight to ride is 32 kilograms. She weighs 14 kilograms less than the required weight. How many kilograms does Lindsey weigh? What equation should we write to solve? We could think 32 minus 14. This is a subtraction problem because we're trying to find how many kilograms that Lindsey weighs. And we know she weighs 14 less than 32. Here's some mental math equations you could use to solve. Explain how you could use 32 minus 10 minus 4, or how could we use 32 minus 2 minus 10 minus 2. How would those both be a helpful equation to use? Both of those are breaking the 14 into friendlier parts. That way we can use the 10 that's in 14 to count back simpler. Now let's work on a multiplication word problem. We can use a digital scale to measure the exact supply weight, or the exact weight of the supply box. I see that's 2.2 kilograms. So we can say that it weighs about 2 kilograms. Is it reasonable to suppose that all the boxes will also weigh 2 kilograms? It is reasonable. If they're all the same, we can assume that they would at least weigh close to each other. If we wanted to find out how much all of the 3 boxes weigh, how can we use this strategy to solve? I could think, well, that's 3 groups of 2. And then I could multiply 3 times 2. I could think 3 plus 3 to double check my work. What is 3 times 2? 3 times 2 is 6. Let's use another multiplication problem. Jerry buys 3 bags of groceries. Each bag weighs 4 kilograms. How many kilograms do Jerry's bags weigh in all? Let's write an equation for this problem. What is the groups? There were 3 bags of groceries, so we have 3 groups. How many are in each? There were 4 kilograms in each bag. So now I'm starting to think that this equation is going to be 3 times 4. I could draw an array or tape diagram or skip count to solve. I'm going to skip count because that's the fastest option. I can count by 3s 4 times, or I could count by 4s 3 times. 4, 8, 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So Jerry's bags weigh 12 kilograms in all. Let's do another multiplications problem. A dictionary weighs 3 kilograms. How many kilograms do 9 dictionaries weigh? Let's write an equation to solve this problem. What is my groups? 9 is my groups. There are 9 dictionaries. What is my each, or the size of my groups? Each dictionary weighs about 3 kilograms. Now I can start to think about this equation as 9 times 3, or cumulatively 3 times 9. And I can draw an array, a tape diagram, or skip count to solve. I could skip count by 3s 9 times, or I can skip count by 9s 3 times. We've been working on our 9s, so I'm going to skip count by 9s to solve. 9, 18, 27. 3 times 9 is 27. That means that the 9 dictionaries will weigh 27 kilograms. Let's switch from multiplication and move over to division. 8 chairs weigh 24 kilograms. What is the weight of 1 chair? Write an equation to solve. Now remember, in division we always know the total. What we don't know is either the size of the groups or the amount of groups. In this equation, we have 8 groups, because we have 8 chairs. 24 is the total. We are looking for the amount of each, or the size of each. So we can think here 24 kilograms divided by 8. Now, in order to solve this, we have some drawing strategies, such as drawing a tape diagram or drawing an array. Another way we can solve it is by skip counting. We're going to practice the skip counting ones today because it's the most efficient strategy. Let's count by 8s to 24 and go. 8, 16, 24. How many 8s did I count to get to 24? I counted 3 8s. That means 24 divided by 8 equals 3. The weight of 1 chair is 3. Let's do another one. 36 kilograms of apples are equally packed into 4 baskets. What is the weight of each basket? Let's discuss this and think of an equation to solve. 36 kilograms is going to be our total. Remember, a division sentence always has the total first. Now, they are equally packed into 4 baskets. That means that we have 4 groups, and we're searching for the size of each. So now we can think 36 divided by 4. What strategies could we use to solve? We do have our drawing strategies, and those are the best for you if you are still working on your skip counting. But if you're strong with your skip counting, then the best thing to do is count by 4s to 36. Ready? Let's go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 24, 28, 32, 36. How many 4s did I have to count to get to 36? I had to count 9 4s. That means the weight of each basket is 9 kilograms. I could also connect my division sentence and think, oh, 4 times 9 is also 36. You can use related multiplication facts to solve. Let's do another one. A tricycle weighs 8 kilograms. The delivery truck is almost full, but can hold 40 kilograms more. How many more tricycles can the truck hold? So now we're thinking 40 is our total. And we know that each tricycle weighs 8 kilograms. That means we're looking for our groups. How many more tricycles the truck can hold? We can structure this equation as 40 divided by 8. And again, we can skip count to solve. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. How many 8s were in 40? There were 5 8s. That means that 40 divided by 5 equals 8. And I can also remind myself that I can make that into a multiplication sentence and think 5 times 8 equals 40. Now it's time for you to try. You may transition over to your Google Slides. On your Google Slides, you'll see several stories that need solving from you. Take your time and work independently on them for about 15 minutes. Remember, you don't need to finish all the slides. It's just an independent practice before we go to our next exit ticket. Then you can go to your exit ticket. This is on Edulastic. You have a series of story problems to answer. The weights of a backpack and suitcase are shown below. How much heavier is the suitcase than the backpack? That's a subtraction sentence. What is the total weight of 4 identical backpacks? That can be a repeated addition sentence, or if you're ready, a multiplication sentence. How many backpacks weigh the same as 1 suitcase? That can be a multiplication sentence or a division sentence, depending on the way you think about it. Either way, it's your time to do your own work now. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!